me, goddamn. My content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. No, it's a train of thought for me. It's not. And that's okay. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. When someone says that you don't have potential, regardless of what you got going on in your life, never dim your light or get discouraged on an empty stomach. They will never understand elevation. Now, hold on one second. You chose yourself at the end of the day. You chose yourself to bring balance, and hold on one second, you was truly worthy when God was truly directing you. You got good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. They're going to try to kick you down and discourage you, all because you want to choose you, not to overlook you. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Regardless of who's rooting for you, overlooking you, you matter and you're worthy. They took your kindness or weakness. They try to shortchange you, disrespect you out loud to see you frown. They didn't know how to respect you when you actually knew how to value their time and day. They took your kindness or weakness to project pain. Even when you got lost in your words, you still know how to respect your neighbor, even days when you couldn't see. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one that's truly for you. It started with you. The energy is different. Someone truly showing you that they had potential. It wasn't just action spoke loud in words. Someone truly showed you that, hold on one second, they could truly value your time and day. It was a train of thought for me. Imagine someone joining your picture, actually seeing a portrait that, hold on one second, a dream could truly come true. Someone being by your side to dim your light, let alone, hold on one second. You ever got lost in your words? But the love of your light brought the best out of you, even times when you didn't understand your own self. The energy is different. Love is real, love is one of a kind. It was a fairy tale that began with you. It was obstacles you overcame. Who would have knew that someone wasn't trying to walk into like a dim your light to project pain? It was one day at a time, understanding the vision that who would have knew someone truly showed you common sense that day. Emotionally available. Wow. Allows you to fail. It was okay to be yourself because someone didn't have ill intentions. Someone truly by your side. Someone truly respecting you. Days when you couldn't see. A love language that, hold on one second. Someone truly shows you it was okay to go within, to express yourself, your past, your reality, that you understood what you overcame, time and day. Saying I do to the right person that brought you balance that day, to maintain your smile, not to see you frown. Wow. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. A fairy tale. They said it ain't real. But someone truly walked into your life and it truly wasn't fake, because someone was truly keeping it real. Someone was truly maintaining your smile to protect your heart, walking into the right person's arms. It wasn't a rejection, it was truly your protection. Now who would have knew that someone didn't overlook you? Imagine you expressing yourself to the right person. It wasn't just about your looks at the end of the day, because they actually understood what was going on within. Someone wasn't verbally here to physically, emotionally abuse you. Someone understood what you overcame when it came to pain and time and day. And hold on one second. They wasn't here to discourage you. They wouldn't be able to walk in your shoes, but they understood, hold on one second, I'm here to respect you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bringing peace into your life wasn't complicated. Someone truly showing you I was okay to be faithful to you. The first time around, it wasn't a lie, and they ain't have to do you wrong. When y'all both showed up for each other that day. Wow. Two people coming from two opposites of the world. You know, in your own little world, at the end of the day, regardless of your upbringing, you always still had a heart. Only for you to realize you always wanted someone to actually be in your life that treats you right. You know what I mean? For you to realize that, hold on one second, God made it right. Y'all may not pray the same, but hold on one second. You was willing and able to get to know somebody, not to project pain. You were someone's biggest cheerleader, up close in person, behind closed doors. The energy is different when it comes to growth, being mature, acting your body weight, not your shoe size. You understood what you overcame when it comes to time and day. Hold on one second. Love is real, love is one of a kind. With the right one that's really for you. God allowed you to see a picture that was painted. It was so beautiful. It was so unique. Who would have knew that you would have been able to point out all the perfect details because someone was truly perfect to you in your eyes? Who would have knew that God didn't lie? You know, you don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. So God was truly not leading you blindsided another day because God was truly showing you that someone could truly walk into your life to protect your heart, not to mislead you with pain, understanding what you overcame time and day. That your past living in reality day. God works in mysterious ways. How when the love of your life walks into your life. You got good days, bad days, misunderstanding days, but when the world's against you, you got the right person by your side, and one lie wasn't told. One lie wasn't told. You know, because you gained the love of a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it come to your journey. But who would have knew that you would have been patient with you another day? Who would have knew that your past living your reality is something that she wasn't running from because God was really leading you to better days? God opened certain doors in your life so He won't reject you. God was really showing you it was okay to love you. God was really showing you it's okay to understand your flaws that's within. Days when you used to hurt yourself with your own words, only to realize to hold on one second, you're actually looking to go within. You're looking in the mirror, you're beautiful, you are handsome. Your past didn't understand how to respect you, but hold on one second, you didn't regret you another day when you almost shortchanged you. You understood that last testimony, but you overcame. God started a new chapter in your life to show you that you was worthy of loving yourself, not to project pain, being patient with time and they still healing. Who would have knew that God made things right in your life, not for you to overlook you? You know, that self-love looks different today when it comes to confidence, when it comes to your boundaries, when it comes to your mental health. They would never understand what you overcame while you stand before yourself today as the man and woman that you are becoming. You know, healing, charm, pain is not a race. But who would have known that God would have brought you balance in your life for someone to treat you right? Someone truly showing you it's okay to be yourself. Someone truly showing you, hold on one second. I see you, I hear you, and I'm here to respect you. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. You gained the love and the best friend whole in one. Someone truly showing you it's okay to fall in love and be emotionally available. The energy is different. Someone wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you. They wasn't trying to run game because, hold on one second, they was actually acting their age. No, it ain't a trick on me. Oh, I gotta go. Nah, respectfully. Finally, someone actually means what they say what they mean. They ain't have to run game to get your time in day. It wasn't manipulation, let alone lust. The energy is different when someone truly showing you true love. Up close in person, it wasn't uncomfortable. Because so much really actually made sense that day as the journey began. You know, because God was truly leading two people to better days ahead, and you actually truly understood. Wow, it wasn't controlling issues. Imagine overflowing the right cup and both of y'all was meeting each other halfway emotionally. Stable. Even days when you had bad days, good days, God was really showing you that I got your back. It's okay to be vulnerable. You went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 4 years, 30 years. Who would have known? You put a name in your book when it come to your journey. How someone can truly show you it's okay to have healthy memories. Imagine falling in love with the love of your life every single day. Someone actually meant what they said that day. They was here to get to know you for who you truly was, not to overlook you. The energy is different when you're passing with your reality day. How God works in mysterious ways to show you that true love is real. True love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. The energy is different. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully, and that's okay. When God sends somebody into your life, or however, because everybody doesn't pray the same, when someone comes into your life with good intentions, be mindful and wise when taking their kindness or weakness, and I say that respectfully. Don't miss out on a blessing only being your own lesson. Don't reject yourself at the end of the day because someone could have truly showed you to bring the best out of your most healthiest way. While it's okay to be vulnerable in the most healthiest way. You know, someone not taking your kindness so we can just shortchange you when it comes to your mental health. The energy is different. Something that you always ask for is someone by your side, not to tell you a lie. Hold on one second. You know, someone finally being real, authentic, genuine, loving, respectful, not taking your kindness or weakness. Someone actually meaning what they saying. Hold on one second. Not only am I here for you, but I'm able to love me to be able to show up for you. The energy is different. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you meet someone halfway? If you can't respect yourself, how can you meet someone halfway? It'd be the train of thought for me. Don't overlook yourself with your own words. Asking for someone good and someone truly meet you halfway and you can't even meet yourself. The energy is different. Be mindful and wise of wasting certain folks' time and day because you're so used to running game on people projecting lust, and at the end of the day, you never knew what love was. I'm not your genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. When God sends the right person to your life, regardless if y'all don't pray the same, they're not going to walk into like to manipulate you and use the word God. They're not going to manipulate you, try to get your jaws or get in your pockets at the end of the day because you can't buy true love. True love is not built off of lust or having a hand problem. True love is not built off of seconds what they thought probably free in their pockets or their eyesight, and I say that respectfully, or ruining someone's reputation. If someone truly walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, have to overlook you. They actually mean what they say at the end of the day. I ain't here to hurt you. I don't know what you've been through when it came in your past, but one thing, hold on 1 second, I ain't a reflection of what you overcame. The energy is different. And I say that in the most healthiest way. Because when someone had a toxic past or someone had an unhealthy relationship, the person that walks into your life, they don't want to be a resemble of what you overcame. They don't want to be that person. They're coming as themselves. They're coming as we started talking in the beginning. It just got better with time and day. Your feelings actually was truly real. Hold on 1 second. Someone wasn't truly not trying to make you mentally ill. Someone was overflowing your cup. Y'all actually was meeting each other halfway, having a good time. Who would have knew the love of your life didn't have to shortchange you? I'm not your genuine love, respect. And when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently May 17th, 2025. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. They say fairy tales don't exist, but that's a lie. And I say that respectfully. I do want to say something, though. If somebody's in need of food, and it shouldn't even matter about the establishment nowadays, too. If somebody's in need of food, it should be no reason why anybody should be going hungry. And especially with these establishments, too. Like, y'all be throwing y'all food in the garbage when y'all could be helping somebody. It'd be the train of thought for me. And it's so disgusting to see how when someone asks for help, they get kicked down, they get disrespected because they're asking for help. But then when they don't ask for help and a situation happens to them, and they be like, oh, so why didn't someone speak up and say something? They did. Y'all overlooked them. It be the train of thought for me. How people pick and choose who they want to help. People pick and choose who they're willing to accept in their community. People pick and choose who they want to kick down within their community at the end of the day. And especially when you're not a certain race or you don't speak a certain tone or you're not from that environment. It shouldn't matter what community you're in at the end of the day. Respect should be a two-way street, helping your neighbor. And I say that respectfully. It's like the jealousy and the envy and hate is so disgusting. It really is. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. And it's more disgusting to see how people say that they're grown, they're adults, regardless of their tax bracket at the end of the day. It should be no reason why you're kicking the next person down because they're in a temporary situation or they're trying to better their life at the end of the day. It was one point in time in your life where you probably had a hard time or you probably didn't have a hard time. That's probably why you acting the way you do towards innocent people at the end of the day that don't deserve that type of negative energy. It be the train of thought for me. Be mindful and wise how you treat people, and I say that respectfully. It should be no reason why homelessness is the norm. It should be no reason why anybody should be going hungry. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless to how big of a small of someone's household it is. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding, but no malicious intentions. Far from a hater, neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. Far from a hater, neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. We not the same, but that's okay. I know how to stay in my lane to elevate. I bother your sight and day, but I was just in my own lane, understanding. Hold on 1 second. I didn't have to kick you down. I didn't have to kick you down. I was just catching my blessings right and left. It's kind of funny how when your neighbor try to kick you down, discourage you, They gotta project spoken attacks where they make you bent out of shape when you wasn't trying to catch a case. You understood elevation looks different on everybody, but you still knew how to respect your neighbor regardless if they couldn't see. When it comes to their vocabulary to stay in their lane, it be the train of thought for me, how they try to get you out of pocket. You know, character, they want you to be shaking in your boots at the end they being so scared and living in fear. But hold on one second, your heavenly mother and father was older, actually holding you down this whole entire time. Not one lie was told. It's funny how they would try to get you locked up, put you in this psych board, lie on your name, or because you speak up for yourself the most healthiest way. One thing you didn't have to do was run it from your past. The blackmailing was real at the end of the day. The hacking of devices, playing with spoken and toxic way, the gang stalking was real. And the first time you speak up, they say you're mentally ill. They try to steal your destiny, but they couldn't take what God endured within you. Elevation truly looks good on you when it comes to confidence. Regardless of your vocabulary, at the end of the day, you tie your shoe different. They would never understand elevation when it comes to hold on one second. God truly restored you that day. You was actually being patient with time because God gave you balance. Hold on one second. You overcame that testimony while you stand before yourself today. It wasn't a race. It was never competition when it comes to healing trauma and pain. Healing that childhood wound was real. It went into your adulthood. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God was really holding you down. We may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. I never thought I was better than nobody when I wasn't trying to catch a case. The energy is different. How you look at you like competition when you was never competing. It be the train of thought for me, how folks be actually operating like this out of hate, jealousy, and envy. No matter about your culture, your religion, or your sexual orientation, let alone your disability. When you actually meant what you said that day. I love me. It's sad to say that when you say that you love yourself, someone may be going through something at the moment. And because they're going through something at the moment, or because they don't like a certain culture or someone's sexual orientation or someone's disability or they don't like something, some character traits about somebody, they will have so much hate and envy and jealousy within them just to kick down the next person. And it's so sad that it has to take a group of people to take down one person. You want to have them robbed. You want to have them take their free will. You want to get them locked up, put them in a cycle because you don't want them to be on the face of earth so you can continue to shine. But you have your own lane, just like this person has their own lane, the innocent person. All they did was acknowledge you. They didn't have to disrespect you. Then you saying that you're so healed at the end of the day, but you got so much hate to try to kick someone down when they trying to actually respect you. They wasn't looking for you to be their best friend. It's called I can respect my neighbor. Thank you, no thank you. It be the train of thought for me. You not for me, that's okay, but stay in your lane with all your animosity. It be the train of thought for me. How they don't understand your faith because you believe in yourself. How God allows you to see when it comes to time and day growth. You know, we all don't act the same when it comes to maturing. Regardless of someone's tax bracket at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. When someone says that you don't have potential, never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself. Regardless if someone has to dig up your past to try to blackmail you or they use it to humiliate you. And then they want to psych out your free will. They want to psych out your pockets. They don't want you to elevate because they want you to be in a mindset of being a crash out. But when you have your heavenly mother and father in your life, that balance hits different. You know, I understand that we all don't pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And I say that respectfully. Nobody should go hungry. Nobody should be homeless. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. But it's kind of funny how someone can be plotting against somebody in the background, and then when someone speaks up for themselves, they're wrong. It be the train of thought for me. How God sees everything. I'm talking about you karmics. God didn't instill that gift within you. You sat there and took someone's creativity and made it your own. You couldn't even put respect on your neighbor's name because jealousy and hate was real. But you're so inspired at the end of the day, calling someone slow, stupid, and retarded. It be the train of thought for me, how you gaslight yourself with your big-ass head. It be the train of thought for me with the lack of knowledge you truly don't even have. Did I say that properly? No, I didn't. With the lack of knowledge. trying to find knowledge within. Don't even understand your own potential to be your authentic self. So bent out of shape, trying to project your mindset on an innocent person because they truly got potential. That was truly your issue. Looking at someone like competition because you didn't want them to elevate. So you was plotting this whole entire time, trying to frame somebody, trying to make them homeless, but then when they speak up for themselves, like, hold on one second, now them tables need to turn on your ass, they dead ass wrong. You may be hiding your hands with certain individuals that won't believe me at the end of the day, but I don't give a fuck because God saw what you was doing. It be the train of thought for me. I ain't scared of you bitches. I said what I said. You know what's more disgusting to see? Be mindful and wise when going to certain tarot readers. Because it wasn't just me that experienced something with a tarot reader. It's multiple people that experience something with tarot readers. And I say that respectfully. How they will, when you use your card, or you use tell them certain information, or you have a conversation with them, they will blackmail you for someone to go up against you. It'll be a whole group of people that was already plotting against you this whole entire time. And it's so disgusting. How they rob people. And one thing I don't have to do is lie. Because I know I'm not the first person that they did this to. Because they do it to men and women. It'd be the train of thought for me. It should be no reason why you're going to a tarot reader and the whole community with these karmics know about who you are. Or know about you when it went to a reading to somebody. It'd be the train of thought for me. I thought when you go to a reader, whatever's confidential, it's confidential between you two. But for someone to know your business and what time and how you had a conversation with somebody and for them to try to blackmail you is really disgusting. And it's more disgusting to see how these women and men rob people because they're karmics. They rob people and they bring harm towards people and they project spell work in a toxic way. Looks are very, very deceiving. And one thing I don't do is run from my past, and I say that respectfully. Like, certain individual will act like they had a conversation with you, like they will send somebody in, like a reader. If you're a reader, they will send somebody in to play you close. And you'll schedule a session with somebody. And you're willing to help somebody because you know that they need the help. Everybody use their practice for different reasons. But a real reader helps their neighbor. And by me saying this, I'm saying someone comes to you and you're trying to help them. They will use that person as blackmail, as if they had a conversation with you. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's disgusting. So they can paint a picture like, oh yeah, we had a conversation. We spoke such and such day. And then when you speak up for yourself, they try to blackmail you with you being yourself. Because now they took over someone else's email. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's disgusting. But God sees everything. God sees everything. So be mindful and wise being a reader or just going to a reader yourself. Because everybody is not who they say they are. Folks seem like they may have good intentions, but the whole entire time, they're full of shit. And it's disgusting that the real people who are real readers, they get shadow banned. The real readers get shadow banned and get overlooked when it comes to certain platforms. Like they'll be doing good on one platform, but not doing good on another platform. And then they see the one who's really truly tapped in. They to make sure that they're not doing good on no platforms. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's sad and disgusting to see that you can respect people, regardless if they're karmic or not. And they have so much hate and jealousy and envy within them to project it on you. They will have you shadow banned. They would sit there and take notes on you and use your creativity that you made up and blackmail you with you being you, authentic. And nothing is authentic about them. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or they have the next door neighbor in different area codes, right? Telling you every move. When did you take a shit? When did you use the bathroom? What are you wearing today? Did you leave out the house? How this type of stuff happens when it comes to gang stalking. But these people say they're not girls, girls, or dudes, dudes. But why are you so obsessed with someone's life? It'd be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's disgusting to see that they try to paint certain individuals out to be crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded because someone is speaking up for themselves. You can shadow ban my channel all day long. But one thing I don't got to do is lie, and God sees you, and I'm far from miserable. Like, people will make it seem like they had a whole conversation with you. People will make it seem like, oh, we're business partners, we're doing this together. And that's bullshit. It's a train of thought for me. How they sit there and then they will have this person or that person sit on your channel and watch your channel and take your creativity and use it as their own and won't put respect on your name. And they sit behind fake pages and disrespect you. And then I'm on my way to the bank with your creativity, with your ideas, and never not one time they will put respect on your name. But when God allows you to create, it's just a vibe that they can't stop. God's growth. That's the ultimate, that's the unlimited blessing. It wasn't a rejection. It was truly a protection. Because when God allows you to create, it's a flow that they can't understand. Why you choose yourself. After they gather up in groups to project spell work on you. How they work in cults. How they work in different groups just to go up against one person. One person. It took a group of people to go up against one person. So certain individuals won't see certain people light. How this type of stuff actually happen. It's certain individuals that don't want to speak up for themselves. It's certain individuals that live in fear because of the mindset that you project on them. It's certain individuals that won't be able to tell their story because you probably psyched them out their free will already. It's a train of thought for me. Never allow someone to project fear in you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Even when they try to dig up your past to try to humiliate you, get you locked up, or put you in the psych board. And I say that respectfully. Or try to ruin your reputation. Can nobody ruin your reputation? And I say that respectfully. But you. Regardless of all the blackmail at the end of the day. When God shows up for you and God sends all the right people into your life, they will never overlook you. Respect will always be a two-way street with no malicious intentions. The energy is different. And it's disgusting to see how someone can respect their neighbor regardless of what culture they are. And because someone acknowledges you, you use it against them. And then you threaten them and sit there and say, well, I actually liked you. Because you got controlling issues and you're trying to control the narrative of someone because you don't want someone's voice to be aware. You don't want someone's presence to be aware. You'd rather kick them down. If you actually was on someone's side at the end of the day, you actually respect your neighbor. You wouldn't have to threaten them behind fake pages. You wouldn't have to threaten them good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It'd be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's certain individuals that cannot speak up for themselves. It's certain individuals that live in fear because of as to what they're scared that what someone would do to them. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I'm far from miserable, and I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. And it's more disgusting to see how men and women have the mindset of going against their neighbor, having malicious intentions, like their free will, or psyching out their pockets, or projecting spell work, or trying to destiny swipe on somebody, or hack the devices and gang stalk them. How you would sit there and try to get somebody locked up or put them in a psych board. But hacking someone's devices, isn't that a crime? Not only did you hack one device, but you hacked multiple devices. Now you're keeping tabs as to what someone's going from point A to Z. But you're so obsessed with somebody's life, but you're saying that you're not a girl's girls or a dude's dudes. Like, make it make sense. It be the train of thought for me. It's sad to see that certain individuals be wanting to be like somebody else so bad. They do. You can only be yourself. And that's nice to know that you're inspired, but the obsession is disgusting. It's a train of thought for me. And then you sit there, it's something funny at the end of the day because you wouldn't want somebody to do that the way you was carrying on. It'd be the train of thought for me. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Yeah, they have my channel shadow banned, and they have it to where the point where it's but so many people that can watch my channel because they have it to a minimum. And one thing I don't have to do is lie. There's certain people that talk about stuff like this, but they be lying. But one thing I don't have to do is lie. Because my receipts speak for itself. Even when someone tries to blackmail me to pay me out to be I'm crazy, I'm far from that. Regardless of what you try to dig up in my past and day, that shit don't live in my reality today. That energy is different. It's a train of thought for me. Never allow someone to project fear in you or make you feel like you got to give up on you because they say that you don't have potential. And never feel wrong for expressing yourself or saying hello or saying that someone's hair is nice or saying that, you know, I hope you become your best self, vision of yourself, continue to keep up the good work, choosing you, or whatever the case may be. Never feel wrong for having a good heart. And I say that respectfully because you know why? It's always going to be paid forward back to you being a good citizen. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And especially when you wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. The energy is different. So don't ever feel like you losing out on an opportunity because someone decided to disrespect you or overlook you. When you acknowledge yourself and you had good intentions, when you actually respected your neighbor. Oh, yeah, your gear is nice. Oh, wait, you know, I like the way your nails is or whatever the case may be. Where you got that from? Where you got them done at? You ain't being a hater. It's called respect. It be the train of thought for me. Don't give up on yourself because someone doesn't see your potential. And they sit there and call you slow, stupid, and retarded, but they sat there for months and years and took notes on you. And this whole entire time they had envy and hate towards you. All because you respected your neighbor. How this type of stuff actually happens, and there's nothing cute or attractive about it. And it doesn't matter how old you are, and I say that respectfully. Because respect is a two-way street, regardless to your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. My content is not for everybody. It's not. I'm not looking for nobody to be on my side. Because when God sends the right people into my life, respect will be a two-way street. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully with no misintentions. No hate in our veins. We good. Nah, we elevate and elevate and elevate. Neighbor, neighbor, elevate and elevate and elevate. Neighbor, neighbor. The energy is different. We far from haters. We ain't the same. I understood growth when it came to change. I chose me not to overlook me. I knew how to respect my neighbor when it came to the existence. Hold on was never competition. The energy is different. You matter, you worthy. Don't damn you lie. Go neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. You matter. The energy is different. Always be yourself when someone gives up on you or overlook you, and I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and it damn sure ain't no competition. It's not. Just because we may not pray the same, I still know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. My home lane, the energy is different. Have a safe year, day, evening, week. Yeah, you matter, you're worthy. God is not for sale, and God has never been for sale. And I say that respectfully. You can disrespect me all day long. I'm still going to choose me. You're not for me. There's no need to watch me. I was never competing with you, with your bad habits. You tried to shortchange me. You wanted to knuckle up at the end of the day, but you was truly hard in your hands. The disrespect was loud because I chose myself. You and understands your own mental health when it came to your mental health. And hold on 1 second. How you get lost in your own words when it came to common sense. You truly understand self-love, what you self-destruction, kicking yourself down. Only to realize, hold on 1 second, you forgot the hell. You looked at me like competition when I was never competing. You understand your own sight, and then at the end of the day, to actually go within, look in the mirror, to choose yourself. You looked at me because I understood gravity. I was catching my blessings right to left, not to reject me. I understood what I overcame. I'm still being patient with time and day. I wasn't trying to hurt my neighbor, let alone disrespect my neighbor. But goddamn, I ain't wrong for speaking up for myself. Far from PUSSY, and I say that respectfully. It be the train of thought for me. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm not aging on respect, and it's not a crime to be authentic, and I say that respectfully. Regardless to who says, you what? You corny, you are nobody. Said you what? Can you corny, you are nobody. You are somebody because God didn't overlook you. It was never a lie told, and you have to get physical. Adjusting your mindset, hold on 1 second, actually maturing. You was acting your body weight, not your shoe size. You understood growth when it comes to even exchanges. Far from a hater. That energy is different. When you're saying that you're healing, and I say this respectfully, you don't have room to hate on the next person, regardless to their tax bracket. You don't have room to hate on somebody when you're saying that you're healing. You don't have room to have hate within you, or envious within you, or jealousy within you when you're saying that you're willing to choose you. Because you're willing to show up for you. You're willing to love you. You said that you got balance within, so why would you discourage you? It be the train of thought for me. How you look at someone else's growth and it bothers your train of thought. Hold on 1 second, you forgot to go within. Hurting yourself with your own words when it comes to your vocabulary. Meaning what you say, you love yourself. It be the train of thought for me. I truly hope you find peace within yourself to stop to reject yourself. My concept ain't for everybody, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. Now, one lie I was told, I ain't have to disrespect you, let alone get physical. It be a train of thought for me when you try to antagonize me, get me out of character. Try to get me locked up and put me in a psych board, all because I was really keeping the real, something that you misunderstood was self-love. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. Sometimes in life, when God tells you to get up, get up. And certain individuals will never understand that. And I say this respectfully because someone can inspire you every single day when you least expect it. It could be the smallest things that someone could just inspire you by. But one thing about a real person at the end of the day, they acknowledge the person that inspires them. They respect the person that inspires them. Like, they put respect on their name. They don't got hate in them. They don't got all that animosity in them. Like, no, because I'm not trying to be like you, but you brought me, you allowed me to see motivation within myself, not to give up on myself. That energy is different. When you got the right people around you, that energy is different. Like, regardless of what you're going through mentally, emotionally, or whatever the case may be, when you got the right people around you that's not haters and that don't hate on the outside either, and they just want everybody around them to grow, or even the people that they don't even know, they just want people to be their best self version of themselves, that energy is different. Not everybody think the same. It don't matter about your tax bracket, regardless of regardless of whatever your job title is. When you got the right people around you that's not haters, that elevation is different. And when you got the right people around you that's going to guide you to better days ahead, that energy is different. Because it's not hate, it's not jealousy, it's not envy. It's like, it's none of that. And I say that respectfully. And it doesn't matter if you know somebody or not that inspires you or you just respect them as a person. And it's crazy and sad and disgusting to see at someone's adult age and they acting their shoe size, how someone can put respect on someone's name and someone take it as hate and jealousy and envy. Like, someone just acknowledge you and all you want to do is like destroy them. Like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy. But that's besides the point. If someone you ever looked up to, or if someone ever helped you, or you respected somebody and it was never fake, never stop having a good heart. Never stop having a good heart. And especially if someone projects negative energy towards you because you acknowledge and respect them, no, don't ever stop having a good heart. Because just by you continue to pour into you, trust and believe the right people are going to show up for you and pour into you, regardless of what type of relationship it is. And I say that respectfully. Like, jealousy and hate is disgusting. It really is. It doesn't matter about someone's culture, religion, or sexual orientation or disability nowadays. It really don't. It's disgusting. And people be talking about they tax brackets and all that. Like, if your mental health ain't adding up, I don't care about your pockets. And if your heart not adding up at the end of the day, I don't care about your pockets. Because you a nasty person at the end of the day. And it's kind of funny how people would say that's something about me, but I know how to respect my neighbor. You're not for me. And it's kind of funny how people would do stuff to me at the end of the day, and I don't speak on a lot of stuff that people do to me. And it's kind of funny how people could just control a narrative when it comes to me. But at the same time, too, I'm going to forever be blessed because I'm choosing me not to overlook me, let them give up on me, regardless of who's rooting for me or not. And you got to always have that mindset, like, don't give up on yourself because someone doesn't understand your vision as to why you're choosing yourself. And you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing because it's actually a reality every single day. Like, healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. It's not. And it's so disgusting to see how people will look at you like competition because you chose yourself to actually heal. Like, it's not a race. Like, everybody's journey is not a race. Like, it's not. Because what you may be experiencing, or whatever case may be, I would never be able to probably walk a day in your shoes when it comes to whatever you've been through. You would probably wouldn't be able to walk a day in my shoes, what I've been through. But I still know how to respect my neighbor. Because childhood trauma is real. And that childhood trauma that went into your adulthood, it is real. And can nobody understand your story but you? People can relate to what you've been through, but to actually fulfill your shoes, they can't. So it'd be crazy to hear that chicks and dudes be doing sport in a toxic way. They be energy harvesting off your energy. They be trying to destiny swipe at you, gang stalking you, and trying to destiny swipe at you or playing with sport or whatever case may be, or hacking your devices. Like, that is really disgusting to see. Like, people really be doing that. And then when you speak up for yourself, the first thing they want to say, oh, you crazy. Oh, something's wrong with you. Motherfucker, we live in a spiritual world. What the fuck wrong with you? And I saw you, son of a bitch. I said what I said, you stick, shame, and shit. But it's a strength for me. Don't give up on yourself because someone doesn't understand your language. Because when the right community is truly for you, they hear you, they see you, and they respect you. And I say that respectfully. I'm about to wrap this video up. It's been real. I'm Naya G. Love Respect. I'm closing this video out, and it's currently 12:20 a.m. And it's currently May 18th, 2025. Just because someone gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey, don't give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Even when folks try to make you homeless. And it's one thing saying something to somebody, talking shit to somebody, but it's another thing when you're physically trying to make someone homeless. That's a different ball game. Like, that is just that's just a different ball game. Like, that's something totally different. It's one thing talking shit to somebody, but when you're in the background and the scenes and physically making someone homeless or trying to stop somebody money, that energy is different. Or you in the back hiding your hands and you trying to get somebody like their free will, trying to get them robbed and stuff. Like, that energy is different. It's one thing talking shit about somebody, but when you actually putting your footwork in to do something to somebody, that energy is different. It's two different energies, and I say it respectfully. It's one thing talking shit about somebody, but when you actually in the background controlling shit, that energy is different. But at the same time, too, God sees everything. And God's going to always have his hands over his children. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And they ain't have to act. It was never acting school. It was never that. Because it was someone reality. Then it's just different. And a lot of people don't want to see certain people light be brighter than theirs. But it was never competition. It wasn't. And it's disgusting to see how someone will allow someone to feed them bullshit in their ear and they can't even think for themselves. Like, that right there, like, you saying that you a leader, you saying that you mature, you grown, if you got kids or not. Act your body weight, not your shoe size. That energy is different because healing, trauma, and pain ain't a race, or let alone it was never competition. The energy is different. So don't reject you because you got the wrong people around you feeding you bullshit. And I say that respectfully because this type of stuff actually happens. because someone got jealousy and hate within them. They got envy within them, and they wearing a mask. So now they pulling you into somebody else's bullshit. Like, hold on one second. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to kick this person down. Yeah, it was funny in the beginning, but this shit ain't funny. You mean to tell me you doing all this stuff out of hate and jealousy and envy, and this person didn't have to do anything to you besides be they self, and all they was doing was rooting for you? How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's funny and disgusting to see how someone could talk shit about somebody all day long, right? Or a group of people all day long, and then when someone speaks up, I don't want to play no more. I'm hiding my hands today. I don't want to play. Now you talk about me, son of a bitch. What you gotta say? Nah, it really be changed over me. How you talking shit or whatever the case may be? Then you found your match. Now you don't like that. How this type of stuff actually happens? I must be saying something right. This is train of thought for me. My content ain't for everybody. Respect's a two-way street. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No, I gotta go. I need a nap. I don't want to shower. I gotta go. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Don't give up on yourself because someone says you don't have potential. Don't give up on yourself because someone said, oh, because of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. You can't choose you. You can't be your authentic self. They want to dim their light, that's fine. But your light became bright when God allowed you to shine. They would never understand what you overcame. They didn't want to put respect on your name because it was truly you that day. You had the right people cheering for you when you least expected. It wasn't a rejection, it was truly your protection. Because God was truly showing you elevation when it comes to growth. Hold on one second, you truly maturing. You acting your body weight, not your shoe size. The time, hold on one second, actually multiply. Catching your blessings, understood that receiver that day. How God truly showed you, God was truly protecting your mental health. God closed certain doors in your life for all the right reasons. Showing you that you was truly worthy, understanding what you overcame. When you get lost in your words, you understood patient time and day. They would never understand gravity. Hold on one second, you was truly worthy. When God shows you the enemy that day, let alone the devil. God was showing you to hold on one second. Nah, you ain't overlooking you. I got your back. When your heavenly mother, Father God never moved their hands off of you, they would never understand. Hold on one second when God restored you. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Yeah, you can call me whack and corny all day long. I wasn't trying to fit in at the end of the day when it comes to my creativity. Being different and unique is truly a gift. It's truly a blessing. I ain't gonna say it's a curse at the end of the day because God endured it within me. That energy is different. You know, when God endures something within you, never allow someone to say it's a curse being your authentic self. That energy is different. They would never understand God's existence. Even when they try to lock you, put you in his sight, or allowing your name to blackmail you. It be the train of thought for me. One thing you know how to do is take accountability for your actions. You wasn't trying to project yourself. Hold on one second. When they was trying to get a reaction out of you. When they tried to antagonize you that day. You mad and you're worthy. I'm not your genuine love respect. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Peace and respect, sir. Respect your neighbor. Stop the vibe. She mad at your word. Don't dim your light. Go, you neighbor. Neighbor, don't dim your light. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I wouldn't care if it's just one person just watching me. As long as I know that one person I actually helped. And I say that respectfully. You can shadow ban me all day long. But the right people at the end of the day will never overlook me. The energy is different. I wasn't competing when it came to your numbers. You looked at me like competition. Hold on, realize, hold on one second. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. It made a train of thought for me. I was never doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing when I actually knew how to respect my neighbor. We all don't operate the same because I'm truly far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. It didn't matter about my sexual orientation. Neighbor. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not your on respect. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my heavenly mother, my heavenly Father God, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Don't give up on you because they gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully, it's not. Thank you for your time. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always did. I never had any third-party conversations when it comes to my creativity. Nobody got a hand when it comes to, hold on one second. I actually went within every single day making everything a reality. Understand, hold on 1 second, I put that footwork in. It was days I used to cry, wouldn't understand, hold on 1 second, why I acknowledge myself another day. Almost could have tapped out, but God said not another day. I got your back, you overcame so many storms. Loving yourself, who would have known you'd be standing before yourself today? Looking in the mirror, you was dead ass on an empty stomach a couple of days. They would never understand that, hold on 1 second, God was really holding it down. They try to show you right to left, but the confidence that God endured with you, they will never understand it. Hold on 1 second. Confidence truly looks good on you. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime, and healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. Today is currently May 18th, 2025. And when I say respect to my neighbor, I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. And I say that respectfully. And if you take it as disrespect, you're right. You truly not for me. If you take it as trying to use it to go against me, to blackmail me, be myself at the end of the day, yeah, you're right. You're not for me, and that's okay. But I say respect to my neighbor for all the good reasons. At the end of the day, I acknowledge your work. I acknowledge whatever you're doing at the moment in time. But I guess at the end of the day, being authentic is doing too much. But hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to catch a case. I gotta go! Always be yourself with no intentions. I'm Nia Jean, love, respect. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.